Prosperity is a herbal remedy that has been naturally designed to nourish the prostate gland. Prosperity uses a combination of leaves, roots, and barks to create a tincture designed to nourish your prostate gland. It also will assist in prostate-related issues such as erectile dysfunction, swollen prostates, and problems related to the passage of urine. Call or WhatsApp 728-8289, 728-8289 and get your bottle today. Prosperity. Do you want an accurate natal chart reading to know the true position of the sun, the moon, and each planet at the moment that you were being born? We at the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge will create a precise natal chart for you and your loved ones, coupled with snapshot pictures of each planet, the sun, the moon, plus the constellations related to them. In addition to this, we will be giving you a detailed report of the alignment of planets to the constellations and its full meaning, not from an astrological perspective, but from an ancient astronomical perspective. You will have this report for the rest of your life and can share it with your friends and your family. To order your accurate natal chart today, visit our website, priestisaacinstitute.com, or email us, priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com. Blessed.
I came so close to the Arab because Arab found that I am most influential leader in Africa, in the continent, and also I am a leader who speaks the truth.
Did your Muslim religion take part into your choice of the Arabs?
It is not because of the Muslim, because the people who broke relationship with Israel, they are not only Muslims, they are Christians, but they have seen the truth. And everybody listen for me. And even in OAU, if I don't speak, every leader try to ask why, and I must speak like in a non-aligned conference in Algeria. I was not feeling well, I did not speak, but 15 minutes before the conference closed, I was brought to come and give a speech. I gave very good speech, including Castro broke relationship with Israel after my speech. But I have got a very good brain, and even General Dayan knows that I am very good field officer.
You do Dayan very well?
I know him, and I know him. He has been my friend. He has been giving me dinner, lunch in his house. If I go to Israel, I used to stay with Dayan. He brings Air Force plane for me. We stay together. But I must make it absolutely true. The reason why I chased them from Uganda was because of the economy of Uganda. Uganda was going to be bankrupt. That is the reason why I chased away the Israelis.
You said you were friends with Golda Meir.
Yes, because she used to give me very good entertainment. when I go to Israel.
Then you change completely from an Israeli alliance to the Arab alliance.
I changed from Israeli alliance because Israeli are criminals and that they are not trusted people. They don't tell the world the truth. They were taken to Palestine as refugees, and then they changed Palestine to become a state of Israel by force of arms given to them by Americans and the British.
But is it true that you said Hitler didn't kill enough Jews during the war?
Why do you ask me about Hitler? The Hitler's problem is now past tense. Now we are looking forward for the future generations and the future plan. We are no longer going back to Hitler. You see, the war of Hitler, it was a different war than the war today. If I am to prepare the war against Israel completely, no, I don't want very many Army, Air Force, and the Navy, just very few.
Definitely giving thanks to the life giver and the keeper of life, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Wonderful royal family, give thanks for your presence with us. You know what it is, talking about often imitated and never duplicated. This is the Tiger's Nest. Of course, we're talking about Radio Anu International. We're talking about the international flavor, the universal spice. Your humble host for this evening's program, the Honorable Priest Isaac here. Yes, representing the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge. Family, we're going to have a, well, to use the term, we're going to have a blast tonight. In fact, we're going to somewhat continue the discussion, but not necessarily from the, spectacles of Idi Amin's strategy as such. We're going to be speaking about what's taking place, yes, in the middle of the East, as they call it. That's what they call it. We don't necessarily agree with these geographic terms, Middle East and Far East. And, and the sunrise is in the Orient. But where is the Orient? Orient means the original place. So the Oriental world is really where it all began. That's the real Far East. But anyway, again, give thanks for your presence with us. It's a wonderful evening. This is the Tiger's Nest radio program, a program that comes to you every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Caribbean time. So just mark the time and remember the time. And of course, if you're not a subscriber to Radio Anu's Tiger's Nest, is a very simple thing to do. You are already on the website, at least those of you who are on the radio station itself. There will be a premiere of this program, just the first part of the program, just to call all the other family members that are on the different social media sites to make sure that they join us here on Radio Anu. So for sure, those of you who are on the website, it's a very simple thing to do. Just go to the area where you can subscribe to the Tiger's Nest radio program and, press all those little pretty buttons that you see, and it will definitely guide you. You can also email us, Priest Isaac Institute @gmail.com, to get more information and become a subscriber to the Tiger's Nest. And you may say, so what is that all about? Well, you see, this program you're about to hear, again, it's called the Tiger's Nest. We come here every evening and we definitely have a good time. A lot of knowledge, a lot of information. In fact, this is school. You're coming to class. You're in class here tonight. Yes, we're going to be talking about how the wicked blew up the hospital today and killed almost 600 sick people that are in the hospital. Which hospital? In Palestine, in the place that they call in Israel. You didn't know about that today? Yeah, we're going to talk about Joe Biden visiting the Israeli government and telling them how proud he was of them, and he according to him, the people from the other team seemed to have blown up the hospital, but it was the people from his team that blew up the hospital, and all of that has been proven already, But anyway, whatever the case is, family, the Tiger's Nest radio program for sure. Once you become a subscriber to this radio program, you never miss another episode again. That's it. So if for some reason you couldn't be here tonight, we would send you the program via the email, and you will get it in your inbox. A simple thing to do. As I said, this is not just a program. We're not just here to talk our mind and entertain and have a good time, and no, we're here to teach and to carry this thing to another level, not just the talking. As you could see, we get active, interactive, we get boots on the ground, we even feed and clothe and shelter. And that is what the Priest Isaacs Institute is definitely all about. Yes, family, before we go any further, let me just remind you once again to prepare yourself for Patreon's Day. And Patreon's Day is Sunday, the 5th day of November. Now, the 3rd of November is really the day that we celebrate the resurrection of Radio Anu. So this is going to be our 3rd Patreon's Day. But as I said previous evening, because it's going to stand on a Friday, it's going to be a Friday, the 3rd of November is a Friday, we will be having the Patreon's Day celebration on Sunday, the 5th of November, and that will be from 6 in the uprising, in the so-called morning, 6 in the rising, 6 a.m. Eastern Caribbean time, until 6 p.m. Eastern Caribbean time. But it's more than that, because again, even before 6 a.m., all through the darkness of the night, we will be stalking with Nyabingi music and cutting and clearing all obstacles from out of our way, renting and tearing all gins and snares from out of our path. And then, of course, even that very same evening, we're going to have a wonderful watch night. We are going to be gazing on Petty Mac, the documentary that definitely highlights the importance of the coronation of Haile Selassie I and Menelik II, which is really like a back-to-back event, a Pedimek, produced by the Priest Isaacs Institute of Holistic Knowledge. Many of you would have seen it when it was up on the YouTube. And of course, many of you would have received a copy of it, the documentary itself, by visiting the website. You could get a copy of the documentary by just visiting our website. Again, priestisaacsinstitute.com. And let me just say, for those who are not on the website listening to Radio Anu, the link is in the description below the video that you're watching, or to the side of the video that you're watching, depending on where you're watching it on. But you have a description, and the link for the radio station, Radio Anu, which is the website, by the way, is in the description. So it's very easy. I don't have to give you no numbers. I don't have to spell it for you. Just swipe it and click, and you're there. Very, very simple. It's called technology. What do you say? All right. I like to say take away technology. And it does that. No, it really does that. As simple and easy and comforting and helpful as technology appears to be, that's what it does. It takes away your knowledge. So the senses that you were created with them as a human being, just check it out. Yeah, this is a different time. You could ask almost any question and just type it in the computer and the answer comes up. Those of us who read the Bible, I mean, many times I'm thinking of a scripture and I may not be able to put my hand exactly on the chapter and verse. Man, all you have to type in to the search engine is maybe a word. The Bible spoke about this situation sometime, but I can't remember where. And you just type in a key word, maybe the word is unique in the Bible. Maybe it appears maybe 9-10 times the most, all 9-10 chapters and verse come up on the screen. And you say, oh, this is the one I was looking for. And you can find that in 3 seconds. You understand? So take away knowledge, yes, technology, and how we apply it, obviously, as you know, Haile Selassie is definitely into the rising of the standard. So how you apply it, obviously, would benefit you. But yet still, if you are not disciplined within it, it will retard your senses as such. It would retard your drive. It would retard your zeal. So, in other words, when you hear us say, man, brother, you need to do your own research. Research is not Google it. And we would have become lazy in many aspects when it comes to quote unquote research, because you could just type it now and years of archaeological works comes up on a PDF file. Let me repeat, hey, that's good that you could access that sort of information like that. I'm not going to discredit that. You know, this is not the time to slow us up. But if you are not disciplined, again, it would retard your skills. So in other words, you have children, you should encourage them and teach them to read. Audio books are nice, but the art of picking up a paper with writing on it and reading it is a skill that you do not want your children to lose. Not picking up the phone and reading on the phone, that's dangerous as well. That's like looking into a light bulb. That's what we do when we watch television. So technology, which technology has been there for a while, this sort of technology. But again, it is how you utilize it. Hey, give thanks. That's a good way to begin the program. That's how it is on the Tiger's Nest, you know. Yeah, that's not a part of the script, but it just came into the whole, you know, reasoning. But as I said, family, Patrons Day, I'm looking forward to your presence. As always, we're going to have some wonderful speakers. Some visitors will be passing through. We're going to have some mighty lecturers with us. Remember, this is an all-day affair, all-day activity. Remember, we're going to be having prizes and surprises. And this is Patrons Day. So that means it's a cycle now. We are giving forward and you're giving forward. And the cycle of life continues. Hey, family, let me just say this evening after the Tiger's Nest, at least on radio and TV, that's on the YouTube, we will be having some special guests sitting with us. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll be having members of the EABIC Elder Council Foundation sitting with us. We should have the chairman and the co-chairman and the PRO, but as we get to that, we will see exactly who will be sitting with us. So that will be on the YouTube. So of course, by the time the Tiger's Nest is sealed tonight, that should begin, and that's 8:30. So you could definitely sit in and get a piece of that. They will be having, I think it is a series of fundraisers going towards assisting a few key elders, I think in different parts of the world, actually. But hey, just come and sit in and you could get the conversation for yourself. Now, family, those who are on the YouTube, we are just premiering this part of the program to somewhat prepare you for the rest of the program. As you know, the Tiger's Nest is a Radio Anu exclusive. So I'm asking you, now that you are here, to press the link in the description below and join us on Radio Anu as we go into the depths of this program. Now, what we're going to be talking about this evening, and this is an up-to-date reasoning. As I said, the President of the United States of America would have visited Israel today. In fact, he was supposed to go to Jordan afterwards. Can you imagine that? I'm wondering what kind of mentality the Arab world is in right now that they would even allow that to happen. I'm telling you. But you see, the news that they give us, so-called news is supposed to be a full holistic thing, you know. News, N-E-W-S, news. It's not really something that is new. Like, oh, guess what's new? No. It's north, east, west, south. Now, Israel, as they call themselves, they say they're going to ban Al Jazeera from, well, saying anything to tell their people what's really going on. Talk about propaganda. They just bombed a hospital, according to the news, killing 540 people. They said that Hamas bombed the hospital and it's all Palestinians get killed. Now that don't even make any sense. Now the news is saying something else. Apparently, there was a video on social media. I'm going to give you everything right now. Apparently, there was this video on social media that was taken down by the Israeli government, showing some rockets coming out of Hamas territory. But when they checked the fine print, the date was wrong. I'm telling you. Man, I'm going to make you hear the official's voice explaining the story to you in a few moments. In fact, we're going to begin the program with a heated debate that took place, I think it was last night, between our brother Cornel West and, oh man, what's the other fella's name? Man, to be honest, the other fella is so unimpressive, I didn't even remember his name. But anyway, and you could imagine what kind of other fella he is. Of course, you know Dr. Cornel West. I mean, within the conscious community, he is definitely one that, what should I say, ones would, trying to find the best way to put this one here now. Dr. Cornel West, he has his own opinions. As a Black activist coming out of the civil rights era. And according to him, he's now running for the presidency of the United States of America, I think with the, what they call it, the Green Party. But anyway, he sat down last night or a few nights ago. Whenever it wasn't too long ago. It's since the start of this uprising, which began, of course, on the 7th of October. And that's another thing to keep in mind, you know. You must remember the 7th of October is the coronation of Haile Selassie as Negus, not as emperor now, the coronation of Haile Selassie as emperor, 2nd of November 1930, and that's fastly approaching the anniversary thereof. But the 7th of October, 1928, that is when Rastafari was crowned and Negus Tafari. You understand? So at that time now, that's 1928, 7th of October, and we found that 7th of October this year, that is actually the date, you know, that they gave for the uprising that is now taking place in that place they call Isfaki, Israeli. Now, that's when Hamas, I think, launched the attack, and they killed some almost 1,300 people. And since the war, so-called Israel would have killed maybe 4,000 people. That's what's taking place. And when I say the war, you know, I mean the few days that they have been going at it, not the overall from 1948 till now. That, I mean, the death toll is in the millions. Yeah, got to be almost maybe the hundreds of millions for how they play games, war games with people's life. But what I'm going to do, as I said, family, we're going to listen to that little heated debate. I must say, I like how Brother Cornel West held his own, because he's sitting down with Sean Hannity, or Hannity. You know Sean Hannity, however you pronounce his name. I'm not a part of his fan club for sure. I loved when he interviewed Brother Khalid Muhammad. How many of you have ever heard that interview? You never heard that interview? Man, I gotta bring that to the forefront one of these evenings, man. Sean Hannity, or Hannity, whatever his name is, was sitting now with Khalid Muhammad, and he thought that he could handle the gorilla. You know what I mean? Man, Khalid Muhammad just turned him upside down and used him for a mop. I'm telling you. Yeah. Brother Cornel West, he ain't no Khalid Muhammad. No disrespect to the elder. But I must say, between Mr. Hannity and his other guest, Alan Dershower Twist. Dershower Twiz, something like that. But it's one of them names that obviously sounds Germanish, Polanish, some Polish, pardon me, Ashkenazi sounding name. So you know what corner he is in. It's all about the name, you know. Come on. It's all about the name. So you know what corner he is in. So Brother Cornel West and the other guests will be going back and forth over what is taking place in Palestine, but obviously it's a 2-on-1. And then Mr. Sean Hannity is going to try to bring in some little foolish propaganda, which nobody even took that up. Not even his tag team partner took that up. Brother West and the other fella just went back, knuckling it out, you know. But I must say, in spite of the circumstances, I think Brother Cornel West kind of held it good for that occasion. And I know how it is, you know. Yeah, man, when you're on media like Fox News, that's where they are. And it's 2-on-1 and you have 10 minutes, supposedly. But yet still, when you open your mouth, they want to cut you down and twist up the question and throw in a monkey wrench. And I think Mr. West knew how to duck some of those monkey wrenches that Hannity threw at him and the other fella. So I'm definitely hoping that each and every one who listening to us on the different media houses and the different platforms, as I said, I want you to press the link in the description below the video, and that will bring you straight to Radio Anu as we continue this evening's edition of the Tiger's Nest. This is going to be serious. Then now, we're going to go to some real news. Not from Fox, not from The Wolf, not from none of these people that can't see, BB blind and want to CNN. The real CNN is, you got that right. A real end. We're going to get some credible news. And you're going to hear for yourself what is really taking place in that place that they refer to as Israel. So as I said before, family, this is the Tiger's Nest. This is Radio Anu. This is Stealth Media. Stealth Media is Radio Anu, the international flavor, the universal spice. Stealth Media is Radio Anu TV, telling you truth through the vision. And remember, Radio Anu is revolutionary radio. So all the revolutionary brothers and sisters, press the link in the description below, those of you who are not on the website, and we are going to take this to another level. So give thanks, family. Give thanks for your presence. Give thanks to the life giver and the keeper of life. All is well as we continue to cut and clear, rent and tear, and move all obstacles from out of our way. It is blessed.
When I am dead, wrap the mantle of the red, the black, and the green around me. For in the new life I shall rise up with God's grace and blessing to lead the millions of the heights and the triumph that you well know. Look for me in a world when there is storm. Look for me all around you. For with God's grace I shall come back with countless millions of black men and women who have died in America, those who have died in the West Indies, and those who have died in Africa to aid you in the fight for liberty, freedom, and life.